Namaskar. My name is Indu Prakash. I am a teacher of English. Today we will discuss the English question paper of HPAS mains exam. There are 7 questions and 100 marks. We can divide it into 2 parts. One is grammar and idiom based. Second is writing based. So let us cover the part 1 of the question paper. It is about finding errors in sentences. The first sentence says, a few remarks that he made were very suggestive. Now the answer is, the few remarks which he made were very suggestive. The reason is that in English there are defining adjective clauses and non-defining adjective clauses. We use non-defining adjective clauses for saying something which can be omitted and the sense does not change. Defining clause is that we cannot remove that because the sense will change. So here we require a non-defining adjective clause. A few remarks were very suggestive. Sense is clear. Which he made is a non-defining adjective clause. So it is generally put within commas. Second is defining adjective clause. It can't be separated from the sentence. For example, this is the house that I bought last year. It is generally introduced by that and it cannot be separated from the sentence because the sense will change. So it is a matter of defining adjective clause and non-defining adjective clause. Next is, the long and short of is that I distrust you. The reason is that there is a concept of subject-verb agreement. If the subject is singular, the verb is singular. In some cases, 2 subjects convey the sense of a singular subject. So we use the singular verb. They are 2 halves of the whole. They are 2 halves of the whole. For example, bread and butter is here. These 2 subjects are 2 halves of the whole. Similarly, slow and steady wins the race. And same is the case here. The long and short of it is that I distrust you. For other details, consult our book at page number 60. This is a very subtle but important topic. Now, despite his lack of experience, nevertheless, he was offered the job. Despite and nevertheless, they convey the same sense. So, the second nevertheless is redundant, is not required. The sentence is, despite his lack of experience, he was offered the job. The banyan tree is a kind of a fig tree. We use the definite article for conveying the entire species. But here we are not conveying the entire species of trees. We are only conveying one tree. A banyan tree is a kind of a fig tree. For example, the elephant is the heaviest animal. We are conveying the entire species of elephants through one imaginary elephant. But here there is no question of conveying the species, just one tree. Some were killed and others were injured badly. There is no error in this sentence because they are 2 independent clauses. One clause and second clause, and they are the subjects. Next is B part is use of verbs. It means use of tenses. Birds lay their eggs. This is an action which happens at regular intervals. We play cricket at this place, something which happens at regular intervals. So we use the present simple tense. For tenses of this kind, see page number 72 of our book. Next is slightly difficult. He would come if we had wished for it. We have used the past perfect tense here. The use of past perfect tense is there when there are three times: time of action, some intermediate time, and time of writing or speaking. So what would happen? He would have come if he had wished. If he had wished, he would have come two times, and third is now. What happened first of all? If he had wished, then he would have come, that is second time, and now third. For all the details, you must check our page 77 for the use of past perfect tense. I smell something burning. We can use the present simple tense for one act also. The leaves of this tree falls once. We can use present simple tense for one act also. I'll wait for you till you reach. Now, the dependent clause is used in the simple present tense. Main clause is he will wait. For the use of dependent clause of time and condition, please see page 73, number 9. He thanked me for what I had done for. So what happened first of all? I had done. Then came thanked. And third time is now. Now next is part C is active passive. He kept me waiting. Object becomes the subject and subject becomes the agent or instrument. I was kept waiting by him. Fear God. When there is no subject, supply a subject here. One or you should fear God. God ought to be feared by you. Again, supply a subject from outside. You don't look down upon the poor. Alcohol cannot be sold without a license. Now there is no agent or instrument here. So apply one from outside. You or one cannot sell alcohol without a license. What pleased him so much? What was he so much pleased with? Next is changing into indirect speech. He said to his sister, what do you want me to tell you? He asked his sister what she wanted to hear from him. Now, the interrogative sentence becomes the assertive sentence because it becomes the object of sister. It doesn't remain a question in indirect voice. His mother exclaimed that he was an idiot and asked him to consider what he had done. Again, she asked her son, do not go to the river today. It is in flood and you may drown. She asked her son not to go to the river on that day as the river was in flood and he might drown. Similarly, he asked him if I was in a position to help him. Now, about the use of whether. When there is one option, we say if. When there are two, we say whether. The officer said that he must go at once. Next is, the main thing in this is the meaning of the word given should become clear from the sentence itself. You will see that the meaning of the word becomes clear from a reading of the sentence. Sheer. Winning the gold medal was a matter of sheer joy for him. Shear means extensive, complete. Then shear. He shears the bushes continually so that they look good. So meaning is clear. Shear means cut, prune. There's one more, shear. That is a cutting instrument. That is a noun. This is a verb. Again, descent. The meaning of descent is clear from this word. His father offered this money. He showed his descent as expenses were higher than what he was offered. Similarly, descent. Ancestry. Defy. The meaning of defy is clear from this sentence. You will face fine if you defy the order about paying the fee. And defy. Adopt, adapt, choir. The meaning of sentences, meaning of words in these are clear from the reading of sentences. That is the main point. Again, idiom phrases, same here. The meaning of idiom or a phrasal verb must be clear from the reading of a sentence. For example, deal in. He deals in the export of rice as he has his own rice mill. Bury the hatchet. Be in for. Run through. At large. Harp on. A guy in a pig. Dispose of. A pep talk. Make do. The meaning of all these idioms and phrasal verbs are clear from these sentences. So, what we have learnt from first part of this question paper is sound grounding in the structure of a sentence is absolutely imperative, necessary, indispensable. You can consult our book for all the answers in more detail. Good luck. God bless you all.